Hey, what is up guys? Woo here, back with a brand new video. Now today, we're going to do a My Hero Academia arc tier list video. Now, before we get started, I saw this tier list on Blank Thoughts, which is a really dope YouTube friend of mine that does My Hero Academia content as well. So link in the description box to him and this tier list that he made. I found it on Google. I wanted to do a video like this for a while, so this is kind of just perfect timing. So we're just gonna go straight into this. Now, if you guys don't know, I already reorganized everything. So right here, it's gonna be in order of when the arcs happen in the series. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this, y'all. Okay, I'm super excited because I actually been wanting to do this for a while. So it's S, A, B, C, D. Now, I want to make this very clear. I like almost all the arcs of My Hero. I actually love all of them, if I'm going to be honest. If I put something in D, that's not bad. It's just, it's not the best out of a good batch. Okay? So, let's get started. So, this is going to be the first arc of the entire series. First 2 episodes of the anime, I believe. Automatic S tier. I actually really like the introduction to the series. I think it's one of the best introductions that it could have for a series like this, so it goes in S tier for me personally. I really like this, and episode 2 always makes me shed a tear. So personally, S tier for the first arc of the series. Now I'm assuming this is going to be like episode 5 through 6. This is maybe episode 1 through 4. This arc was very short, and to be honest with you, does nothing really. It introduced you to some of the characters, but besides that, it does nothing for the series. So as an overall narrative thing, it's kind of at the bottom. Now this one, Deku versus Bakugo, when all the kids kind of team up in just 2v2s, All Might's first training lesson. I really like this arc, but if I'm going to kind of be more objective with what it does for the series, I'm honestly going to have to probably put it at C. But I would normally put it at B, but I think for the sake of this tier list, I'm going to put it at C. The USJ attack. This was a really good arc. I really like this arc. I think it was pretty good. It was short, but I liked it. I actually like I like the shorter arcs in My Hero, for the most part. There's a few other things I like that are a little longer, but we'll get into that in a second. So, yeah. I really like All Might versus Nomu, but besides that, the arc really doesn't have much for, you know, story progression, I guess. I mean, you get introduced to Shigaraki, which is the main villain, and stuff, and Deku does the Delaware Smash. So honestly, I kind of want to put it into A, but very low A. Like, it can easily be moved down to B, but for right now, we're gonna leave it at A because I feel like I'm being a little too critical. So Sports Festival, I actually don't really like the Sports Festival. Now, I think it's amazing that it gets people into My Hero Academia. It's great for what it is. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's definitely not an S tier. It's not A. We're moving it to D. I just don't really like the Sports Festival. I think it's overrated. I like it, but it's the bottom half of my favorite arcs for the series. So I know that's probably a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. The only good thing the only 3 good things I actually liked from this arc was the Shinso fight, because we get to see a little bit of the one for all previous users in that weird little vestige state, which comes back to be important later on. Todoroki's development was cool, and I really what's the third one? Oh, when Deku won the race, which is actually the picture for this. So I actually really did like that as well. So but if you take those things out, I really didn't like the arc, so I'm just gonna have to put in D, sadly. Stain. Now, second S tier. This is one of my personal favorite arcs in My Hero Academia. I always reread it, rewatch the Stain arc. Stain arc is one of the best arcs in my opinion. My only gripe with it is that it's too short for how good it is. So, yeah. The final exams, or midterms. I call it the midterms. A lot of people call it final exams. But we'll give it a solid B. I'll give it a B because I think the anime did a really good job at adapting this. I think the manga version was a little messy. So, yeah, I think B is a good spot for what it is. Next one I'm going to do is the training camp arc. I don't really know what to call it. Deku versus Muscular arc, I guess. This arc was really good. Oops, sorry. The arc was really good. I don't really like it as that much either. I like it's good. Like it's good, but like compared to other arcs, I just don't like it as much. I don't know. I do think it's better than these two for sure. So I'm gonna put it at C. I think that is a good place to put it. The Camino incident, whatever you want to call it, All Might vs. All for One. A rank. I think it's a really good arc. A lot of people think it's peak My Hero. I don't think it's peak My Hero, but it's a really good arc. Really good thing. Really cool things happen. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. Now the provisional license exam arc, I would say is pretty good as well. I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. I like the arc a lot actually, and I think the fight with Bakugo and Deku in this arc is really well written as well. Bakugo obviously getting major development, much needed development in my opinion, because at this point in time he was kind of a stale character to me. So I really liked what they did with that fight. I really like seeing shoot style for the first time. I like all those kind of things. And again, if I didn't mention earlier, sorry my dog's barking in the background, but yeah. So if you can hear it. So yeah, I really like a lot of stuff that happens in this arc, so I'm gonna put it at B. That might shift later on, but for right now, B. These are just my initial thoughts on everything. So, the next thing I want to talk about is the Overhaul arc. I really like the Overhaul arc. It's really good, and I'm going to put it at S tier. Alright, let me explain why I think Overhaul deserves S tier. I don't think the anime did a good job at adapting the arc. I think it is good. I think they did the best with what they could. But manga-wise, I'm a manga reader, and I watch the anime every once in a while. But I think they did a perfect job in the manga. I think this arc is amazing. It's one of my favorite arcs in all of anime. If I'm reading. If I'm watching, but yeah, so, I think the anime didn't do the best job at adapting it. I think they did the best they could, which is why I don't really hate on it too much. But yeah, I really like the Overhaul arc manga-wise, so it goes in S tier. This arc, D tier. I mean, it's not even Deku. Bakugo, Todoroki, Kimi, and Inasa all beat up a bunch of little kids, and then they throw like a little carnival for them at the end. I don't know, just not for me. Just personally not for me. Culture Festival, S tier. Hands down, one of my, if not my favorite arc of My Hero Academia. I really love this arc. I like the Air Force gloves. I like Deku vs. Gensel, all that stuff. This is probably like, I don't want to say straight up it's my favorite. I think this is how I'd organize it so far. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Okay, the pro hero arc is what I personally call it. It's when Endeavor gets announced as the #1 hero, that mini arc. A tier. I think it's really good, really strong. My issue with it is that it's just not high enough. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go. Okay, so these last 3 arcs on his tier list for anime onlys. This is arcs that will happen in season 5, season 6 content. So spoiler warning now. I'm going to try not to go into many spoilers, if anything, minor spoilers. But just in case if you don't even want to risk getting spoiled, click off the video now. This is basically the tier list. Alright, cool. Okay, now that we have the manga readers only, or people who just don't care, let's just get straight into this. So, this arc. A lot of people hate this arc, but I am not one of those people. I really like this arc. I love it a lot. It's not S tier for me, but it's A tier. I actually really like it. Oh, well, it'd be more towards the bottom, like this, like that. Okay, that's my honest opinion. It's really good. Really strong, and yeah, My Villain Academia, S tier. I feel like I don't even need to say anything. Just S tier. I think it's the best written arc in the series, in my opinion. I'm kind of like, I can't really say much. It's really good. I really like it. I can't really say much else. I mean, it's just amazing, well written, well executed. I really like Shigaraki's development, Twice's development, Toga. Even though I don't like Toga as a character, her development in this arc, really good. Spinner, dealing with racism, stuff like that, really cool. This arc. Okay, now we're not gonna sugarcoat this one. I think this is perfectly fine. It's a good Todoroki arc. I guess the Endeavor internship arc is what I'd call it. I don't really have a name for it, but yeah. If you want me to be honest, I don't know. I definitely not S tier. Definitely not A tier. I really wouldn't say B tier. I'm gonna go C tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go C tier. I don't know. Just something about it. Just I don't know. I just it was good, but I really like some moments in it, like when Deku catches the cars with Black Whip. Like that was sick. But yeah, I just really don't know what else to say. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. I mean, like it was good, but compared to the other arcs that I put above it, I think those arcs are better. And that's that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just perfectly meh. It's just like a perfect middle of the road arc. Now that I said that, I should probably put it in B tier. Perfect middle of the tier list. I think that I guess that makes the most sense. But probably put it in C tier. And yeah, this is the official Woo My Hero Academia arc tier list, like that. Okay, so that's pretty much how I rate it. Now we're gonna try to even this out as much as possible. So we're gonna put like the same amount of arcs per row, okay? Because I like having everything as organized as I can like that. So it's probably not gonna be possible, but we're gonna try anyway. So Overhaul is gonna be bumped down to A tier, USJ B tier, this, and C. Look, that's the best we can do to balance it out. But yeah, no, I think this is. I think this is the best way I can go with the tier list. It's just in order of my favorite to least favorite. I'm just gonna make sure that's actually factual. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. And we'll delete that. Okay. So yeah. So my favorite arc is either Culture Festival or Stain. They kind of alternate every once in a while. Either I like Stain more or I like Culture Festival. Depends on my mood. Right now, I'm really feeling Culture Fest, so there. Second favorite arc, Stain. I really like what it does with the series and explores morally great heroes. It's a neat concept. My Villain Academia, best writing in the entire series. Even though I'm not really into the villains themselves, which is why it's not number one. It made me care for the villains a lot more, and I think the writing is spectacular. And this is just my personal biases anyway, so who cares? Then the last one in S tier is when Deku saves Bakugo. The first 2 episodes, the mini arc, I guess. Really good stuff. I really like the beginning. I think it's a really great opener and a really great introduction to the world of My Hero Academia. A rank, Overhaul. I just think that the anime kind of butchered it a little too much. I don't know, just something about it to me. The anime version didn't vibe with me well, but I think it's a really great arc, and I think it's when people started taking My Hero Academia more seriously. So good arc. Endeavor, just really good arc. Again, my only gripe with it was it should have been longer. If it was longer, probably would have ended up in S tier, to be honest. The Class A versus Class B, I think, doesn't deserve as much hate as it gets. Still really good. The Camino incident, whatever you want to call it, All Might versus All for One, really good arc, really well written. It's when My Hero started taking a darker turn. So, yeah. USJ Attack, first time real crap went down. You know, I don't know. Try not to swear, but this is when stuff hits the fan. Okay, this is when this arc kind of goes into a full-on like, this is it, this is now kind of mode. Final Exams, I think it's great. I think the anime did a good job at adapting it. It's a perfectly fine arc. Don't really have much to say on that. I really like what they did with the provisional license exam. I think it was cool, interesting. You get to see the kids fight other kids, which was unique as heck in my opinion. But, you know, we've already had that a few times at that point, so that's the reason why it's not higher up. This arc is a perfectly fine My Hero Academia arc. Really, no complaints. Todoroki development, Endeavor development, Deku and Bakugo are kind of just side characters in this arc, so yeah. I think this is the first time where you see Deku actually get emotionally invested into a fight. It was a really good way to kind of introduce you to the characters and their potential with their powers, so that is why it's right there. I think this arc is overrated. I don't think it's bad, I don't think it's good, but I don't like have the urge to reread or rewatch the training camp arc. So that's why it's there. Sports Festival, I think it's overrated. If you take out a few things, the arc is completely forgettable, in my personal opinion. This arc just kind of explores the idea of that quirks, can get out of hand one day, and that's it. I really like that concept that it introduced, and I feel like this is just filler. Like, it just felt like filler watching this final part of the last arc in this tier list. So, yeah. This is the best way for me to organize it, like, to make it as even as possible. Now, if we're not making it even as possible, obviously, it would probably look like this, but yeah. So, because I keep switching between this one. It's either C or B. So, I don't know. We're just going to leave it at B for now. It's been a pretty long video, so I'm going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I do have a What If in the works right now for the people who watch What Ifs a lot. The Speed Force one hit the like goal, so I'm working on it right now. I just wanted to have a video out for Wednesday because Wednesday is basically my upload day, and as my friends call it, Woo Wednesday. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Bye-bye.